Monday, April 21, 2008. I've made a little more progress in the car. Came home after work tonight, and I started cleaning up the floor. And it turns out that, as you can see, the hole is actually bigger than I originally anticipated. But this is still something I can deal with. I mean, dealing with a hole this large is really no more difficult than dealing with what I had before. What happened was there wasn't much light poking through before because there was a lot of undercoating still underneath the car. And I suspected it, but I wasn't sure how much of that was just kind of soft metal. But, and I even debated just doing rust paint over the whole thing, both sides, patching where I saw metal and then being done with it. But then I realized, you know what, I'm going to all this work and I may as well do as good a job as I can. So that right there is where all the metal is gone. The mounting bracket itself is actually pretty much intact, and it's still attached to the side of the car here. But I'm going to have to reattach it there on the bottom. You can see it rusted kind of square right around that bracket, which I find kind of funny. And let's see if I can get underneath here. See a little water from on the floor from when I cleaned up before. And you can see along here it's still a little wet. There's the underside of that same bracket. And right there is the extent of the hole. So right now I'm going to leave this to dry overnight. Tomorrow when I come home from work I'm going to slap on Miracle paint and or Eastwood Rust, the Eastwood Rust paint. I forget exactly what they call it. In fact, I might even use a bit of both because the Eastwood stuff I have left is in a spray can, and I can get, see if I can take a look here. That's kind of hard to see, but I can get the spray can in behind there, get as much of that as I can. So, anyhow, we'll do that tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'll probably start with at least sizing up the metal patches and then coating them in paint to keep them from rusting. And I'm guessing probably Thursday I might start riveting things in. Very likely won't get done with that until next week, but you never know. Once that's all in, I have to undercoat the hell out of everything. And once I'm convinced everything is solid, the interior goes back in. And then I do the doors. Now, 3 out of 4 of the doors are pretty bad. I would say in order of how bad they are. The best one is driver's side rear. Second best, which we're looking at right now, driver's side front. The doors look okay from the outside, and there seems to be enough metal here, but there are some pretty severe rust holes in the bottom of these doors. I'm going to, once again, grind out the metal, patch what I can, be done with it. I mean, since the doors look so good from the outside, I don't feel like going to the expense of getting good used doors, because they're a pain in the ass to mount. I've done it before, and it's an expense that I really don't think I need or want to spend on this car. So once again, the order of how good they are. Best one is driver's side rear. Second best is, I think, probably passenger side rear, and then driver's side front and passenger side front, which is kind of horrible. Once again, they don't show it from the outside, so that's where that is. Hopefully within a couple of weeks I will have this car out on the road and driving. As I said, probably in my last video, the mechanical work is all done. I mean, I tackled that first before I even found this rust hole. If this wasn't here, I would have been driving the car weeks ago. But so are things. And once again, for what I paid for this car, I'm still really not disappointed. It could be better, but it could be worse. At least when I patch this up, it's not going to be in a visible spot. So, enough of my rambling for now. I will see you all at the next installment of this video journal of the car's repairs.